In this week's video, we're going to be talking about red flags in candidates for clients looking to recruit candidates, or even for recruiters looking for their clients for candidates. Things that we don't like to see, or raise concerns for us.
I would say one of the main red flags is if someone doesn't stick around in a role. If you've had 3 jobs within a year, it doesn't look good, because nobody wants to hire a candidate that's not going to stay in the position. Or also, if you've, over the space of like 5-6 years, if you've had 6, 7, 8 jobs, it just doesn't look good.
So a major red flag is when we first speak to candidates, if they have the inability to speak about what they're doing in their current role or what they've done in their degree. Because following on from this, when you go to an interview, you need to speak about this in technical depth, and you need to be confident about what you're talking about. So if you have an inability to do this, then obviously you're not going to perform well in your interview, and it's going to weaken your chances of securing the role.
If you've got long unaccounted gaps in your CV, does raise a little red flag when we're reading through, wondering what you've been up to. So if it is something you can account for, you've been doing something, renovating a house, or you have references from people where you've been doing freelance or part-time work, great. Get that in your CV and account for that gap.
A red flag for me would be talking negatively about your previous employer. Even if you did hate your previous boss, it's always good to frame it in a positive light, because it reflects well on yourself.
A big red flag is poor spelling or grammar on CVs, really. With the amount of tools online and with Word and everything, any poor spelling and grammar doesn't look great when submitting CVs.
A small red flag is if people are really guarded with information that will aid them in their job search. So a recruiter or a client will need to know things about notice period, how far they'll travel, salary, benefits, bonuses, things like that. If they're really guarded about that, or even where they're currently working, that can be difficult to build a relationship, fully understand what they're looking for, and fully understand where they're going to fit into certain organisations.
Poor correspondence. So if we've been contacting candidates and we've been going back and forth, which is great and it's nice and smooth for us and the process is good, but then when they start becoming late at replying or taking a long time to get back to us, or indeed not even replying at all, that is a red flag down the line to the potential client.